On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Dickson, it's my honor to welcome you to your pinning ceremony. Exactly.
Yeah.
Each of you has worked very hard to be here. And I think I can speak for the instructors. We've also worked very hard for you to be here. As you go throughout the next few days, since we don't have an audience here with us today, please take a moment to thank those that supported you through this process. Some of you, it was financial assistance. Some of you, it was childcare. Some of you, it was, an encouraging word, a home-cooked meal, something that got you through this year. Take your time in the next few days to make sure you tell them thank you. At this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Arita Sumbers, the TCAT Dickson president, to come and say a few words.
Thank you, Mrs. Murphy. And I am so excited that we have been able for the first time to do this ceremony live for your families. And COVID has really brought us many opportunities to do things differently, and I know that you wish that they were with you today. And they are. They're here in spirit, just like they were each and every day when you were studying and working so hard. And so we're just glad that they're participating online and we'll be able to watch this after the fact. I'd first like to start by saying thank you to Mrs. Murphy for all you've done to help navigate the many opportunities that we have with our nursing programs and to help these students be successful. As the president of the college, this is one of my favorite days. I always think about the difference between a graduation ceremony and a pinning ceremony. And they're both wonderful events, and only the nursing program has a pinning ceremony. So for you, you have two opportunities to celebrate. But the difference is that one is to commemorate what you have finished. And that's what a commencement ceremony is, a graduation. You're leaving something behind. But what I love about a pinning ceremony, it's about being inducted into something new and something that will stay with you forever, and that is becoming a nurse. Today, you are joining a great body of nurses that goes all the way back to Florence Nightingale. And so congratulations on all that you've done that has led you here today. If your family was here, I would tell them a few things, such as today culminates the end of a very long journey of studying and clinical rotations, getting up early to get where you needed to go. For decades, our nursing program has been providing individuals to meet the healthcare needs in our community, and our community has responded with opportunities to support you through clinical rotations. This class has been very fortunate because the hospitals and the offices in the Dickson community have been strong supporters even through COVID to allow us to come in and to work with patients. And we're very thankful for their efforts. You know, when I think about the success that you showed today, I would remind people that you didn't just wake up today and finish the program. Day in, day out, for the past year, you have been studying and working to get to this point. And your success didn't just happen by chance. You are graded on a higher scale than the other students. And truly, we know that there are many more exams in the nursing program that you must pass in order to succeed. In addition to what all nursing graduates throughout the years have faced in our programs, you are now the fourth class that has had to deal with COVID. And when we think about COVID and all that it's happening in our world, many people thought that the nurses and the doctors would leave their professions, that the enrollment numbers might go down because people would become afraid. And in fact, it's been the opposite. We have seen people stick with it, even at the risk to themselves. We've seen nursing applicant numbers go up. And that shows that people really do care and really do want to give back. And I commend you for the choices that you're making. And I know that you are going to be instrumental in saving lives. And if it's not COVID, it's going to be something else. You're going to be called upon to meet people's needs when they are at their most dire situations, and you are going to be wonderful nurses. 2020 was a year in which we had a lot of changes. We know that what nurses are asked to do has changed. And I want to remind you that when you're dealing with people, they're going to be hurting. Many have lost so much. Many are lonely when they're in the hospital, and they have no one allowed in to help them. We know that in some cases there have been some in the nursing homes that haven't seen their families for many, many months, and you might be called upon to be that surrogate family member to give them love and understanding and encouragement. So how are you going to do that? And we think about how do we reframe where we are and what we have some control in. We can't control the pandemic single-handedly. We have to come together. We have to have a medical community. We've got to have scientists coming together to help give us solutions for those who are sick, solutions to help us not become sick. And we know that we have to be thankful for where we are. You're healthy, you're here, you've made it through despite the trials, and you're still moving forward into the battle. So I encourage you to assume the best of people when they don't know what the answer is. There's been many days that we didn't know the answers to tell your instructors. And we were going to experts to say, how do we handle this situation? When do we let students return to class? How do we help them if they can't return to class? How do we help them make up the work? Accept that you're not going to have everything perfect. That there are going to be times where things are going to change in a moment, and your charge nurses or the doctors or the administrators are going to change something at the last minute because of necessity. Accept what you have to. And always believe the best in others. Believe that the things that they're being called to do that might move what you're doing or how you're doing it has a reason and a purpose behind it. Look for the positive, hope for brighter days, encourage others, and know that your patients are looking to you for that hope and that encouragement. I would like to think about this ceremony not as the conclusion of your journey. Every day we have new decisions and new opportunities. And we think about these opportunities as stepping stones, kind of like crossing a creek and moving on to the other side. When you get to where you are going, whether you're going into a hospital, maybe you're going into a doctor's office, maybe a long-term care facility. Some of our graduates are working in elementary schools. When you get there, you may find your forever home, but some of you may choose to go on. There are many opportunities for nursing programs and other things that you can build upon this. Wherever you choose to go, wherever your stepping stones take you, as a nurse, you know that when you are a nurse, every day you will touch a life. And every day a life is going to touch yours. I do not believe we can leave a patient's bedside and not have been affected one way or another, because nurses feel along with their patients and they help to carry their burdens emotionally. As you go into your healthcare settings, may you remember that your patients are trusting you, that they believe that you have capable hands. And so when you're a nurse, be the best that you can be and strive to make a positive impact on your world. I would also like to thank our nurses, instructors, for all that you do. We share our appreciation of you. I know that many hours of preparation goes into making sure that you deliver the information. I have seen you struggle over how to help a student with a need or to better their ability to succeed. I thank the institutional staff. I thank student services and financial aid and all of the other departments that made your success possible. And I'm very thankful to be associated with all of these esteemed professionals. So I will close now with the sentiment that TCAT Dickson is very proud to recognize your success, very proud of your accomplishments. I trust that we have served you well, that you will be prepared to take the nursing world by storm, and we wish upon you all the blessings and successes that you deserve in your new career. And so, having said all of this, I now say to you, congratulations and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Summers. Thank you for all the support you give our program, and thank you for all your support for the students, the faculty, and the staff. Next, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the program instructors. The nursing curriculum is very difficult, as which I'm sure you can attest. The instructors are responsible for teaching many subjects, many of which I'd probably be able to see some awkward facial expressions if we did not have masks. They teach things like math and nutrition, anatomy, pharmacology. I'm hearing it, not seeing it. Medical surgical nursing, geriatrics, pediatrics, maternity, and mental health. Your instructors lay the foundation that you as students are going to need to be successful in your nursing profession. So instructors, please stand as I call your name. Angela Burns. Chris Gavin. Leanne Ingram. Kristen Moffitt. Gina Padalano. Kathy Sugg. And Megan Tomlin Tidwell. Tomlin Tidwell. That is a tongue twister. Students, if you will thank them, give them a round of applause. like to take a moment to thank Ms. Laura Travis, who's sitting here with us. Ms. Travis is your vice president at TCAP Dickson, but she's also served as the nursing health careers coordinator for a long period of time and has been a great mentor to our nursing program. About half of our program consists of clinical rotations. And while in the program, students provide care to patients in a variety of settings, this year has been difficult for the healthcare profession. We want to take an extra moment to thank the following healthcare agencies for both the extra effort during the pandemic and the opportunity for you guys to have those clinical experiences that you need. So this time we'd like to take a moment to thank AHC Waverly, Covenant Medical Group, Dickson County Schools, Freeman Recovery Center, Horizon Medical Center, Mirror Lake, NHC Dickson, NHC Place at the Trace, and Vanderbilt Women's Health Services. Each of these clinical sites provided an important component of who you guys will be as future nurses. The class has chosen a speaker. At this time, we would like to invite Shane Vandeweghe to come forward and share some words with his class.
You guys know that I'm never shy, but whew. So I woke up at about 4:45 this morning, and in a panic thought, I forgot I have to give a speech today. By the way, thank you guys for the pressure. I then thought that I could wing it, or better yet, get up here and spout a lot of nonsensical big words and try to impress everybody, but I realized you would just stop listening. Then I brilliantly thought I could use some really great cliches from graduation quotes. Hey, I'm having a little bit of a panic attack right now. I told y'all about that, right? Yeah, I don't know why. Somebody else want to come read this? Okay. Anyway, on to the cliches. Yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Or live every day like it's your last. Or don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Or be the change you wish to see in the world. Or that which does not kill us makes us stronger. And my favorite, live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever. But as everyone here knows, I'm not that cheesy. I could also say that we have formed a bond here that can never be broken, and that we will all be lifelong friends, and that I will keep in touch with each and every one of you. But we all know that probably won't happen. What I'd like to say is that I've grown to love each of you in some way. I will have memories of each of you. Memories of a certain person who routinely burped at 120 decibels in the middle of a lecture. Somebody who would run their mouth as much as me. Some people that would ask the most inappropriate questions that I just couldn't believe were spoken out loud. Some people who loved to rub it in when they made higher grades than me. One person who had a Shrek party for their 20th birthday. So we have had tons of laughs, tons of disappointments, a ton of moments when we collectively cursed the fact that we ever decided to enroll in this program. But I think most of all of the times we all came together, supported each other, and gave a helping hand when it was needed. Like a certain person who I was paired with to do a project, and they ended up doing all the work and I made 100 for nothing. These instances make me know that each and every one of you has the ability, dedication, and passion to accomplish great deeds and make this world a better place. Some of you have experienced difficulties and struggles while in this program that I can't imagine. And yet you found the strength to make it here every day and succeed. And I misspelled succeed, and somebody took 2 points off of it. So, yeah. But people that worked 20, 30 plus hours a week, did the insane amount of homework, worked on projects, studied every night until the small hours of the morning, and then found the heart and courage to come every day to accomplish the feat of excellence. For that, I applaud and congratulate you. You are stronger than I could ever be. So in closing, I would just like to say that I am immensely proud of each of you, and I'm glad to count you as my friends. If you ever need me, I will be there. And I love it when you call me Big Papa.
Now, it's going to be really hard to follow that. Shane, if you want to stand back up and head back this way. The next part of our program, we get to recognize some of you. And Dr. Summers, I'm going to ask you to help us with the awards. One of our graduates in this class was inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. Your National Technical Honor Society honors the achievements of the nation's top career and technical education students. Membership is competitive, one of those big things being grades, and it recognizes student achievement. And our National Technical Honor Society inductee is Shane Vandaway. The practical nursing program is 1,296 hours. Y'all know that well. It is a long 1,296 hours, and being present on time every day is a feat. Early mornings, long days in nursing clinicals, not a minute late. We'd like to recognize in your class Miss Addison Lucas. Clinical experiences are one of the most important parts of the practical nursing program. It's that opportunity for you guys to interact with healthcare professionals, real patients, and really learn what you're going to do in your future careers. Your instructors had a hard time choosing, so we have chosen 2 students that have excelled clinically and received positive feedback from preceptors throughout the entire year. At this time, we would like to recognize Lindsay Baker, and Stacy Burdick. Our final award was chosen by you, the graduating class. And in many ways, it is kind of the most sentimental of the awards. As a class, you're asked to choose a student that shines. And you're asked to think about who in this class would be that nurse you would most want to care for you and your family. As a class, you have chosen it for your Peer Nursing Award, Joyce White. And that concludes our awards. So at this time, with the assistance of your nursing faculty, you are going to receive your nursing pledge from Dr. Rita Summers, your nursing pin, and light a candle. Your nursing pin recognizes your induction into an alumni of TCAT nursing graduates. Your nursing candle The lighting passes on, it signifies that passing on of knowledge. So this is that sentimental moment in your pinning ceremony that everybody talks about. So we're going to ask your instructors to come up. Are you opening one at a time? And as I call your name, if you'll please work through Dr. Summers to get your pledge, your instructor to get your pen, and your instructors to get your candle. Lindsay Baker. Stacy Burdick. Jamise Jean Fowler. Jennifer Gansey. Sarah Mackenzie Hafner. Bailey E. Jones. Kayla Kimbrough. Addison Lucas. Jordan Casey Odell. Joshua Parnell. Kristen Peeler. Hannah Ray Pulley. Emily Roney. Sherilyn Shaw. Nicole Leanne Simmons. Shane Vandewey. Devin LaShawn Washington. Joyce Marie White. Amber Woodward. Jessie Marie Young. Lord God,
those assembled here, I solemnly pledge to adhere to the code of ethics of the nursing profession, to cooperate faithfully with the other members of the nursing team, and to carry out faithfully and to the best of my ability the instructions of the physician or the nurse who may be assigned to supervise my work. I will not do anything evil or malicious, and I will not knowingly give any harmful drugs or assist in malpractice. I will not reveal any confidential information that may come to my knowledge in the course of my work, and I pledge myself to do all in my power to raise the standards and the prestige of practical nursing. May my life be devoted to service and to the high ideals of the nursing profession.
we'd like to thank each one of you for your patience in this year. We want to congratulate each one of you on your accomplishment, and let's give one more round of applause for our graduates. You can blow out your hand. I almost Yeah, go wave at Facebook.